What's the first thing of
Hi, I'm
Hi,
Janice.
this is Esther. This
This
is
is our podcast.
Flat 7 Chats.
Yeah,
Okay, could you clap for me, please?
sure.
Hi, I'm Janice. This is Esther, and welcome to our podcast, Flat 7 Chats.
Yay! Today's episode is about girls' school stuff.
Yeah, and for context, Esther and I went to a girls' school in secondary school, so from the age of 13 to 16. And we were in the same school together. That's where we met. In our
Became
second year. Yeah, we
friends.
met when we were 14 and became friends then.
Yeah. You weren't in a girls' school before that, right?
No, I was in a mixed school.
Yeah, same. Did you want to go to a girls' school?
Honestly, the only reason I picked our school was because of the dance program. Because
Oh.
the dance program was so good there that it was my choice regardless of. So basically, we have integrated program and O-level program, and then those were just my top two choices. Because I was like, if I don't get into the first program, I'm going in the second one.
As long as you get into the school.
Yeah, I wanted to go to school, and I just wanted to dance there.
I didn't want to go to a girls' school, but my mom was like, "You're gonna go because I don't think a mixed school would be good for you." Yeah, she was right. And I didn't really. I did what's that called? Early admissions. I don't know what it's called. DSA, direct school admissions, where you try to get in using different skills. So I did academic. Yeah.
Did you get in?
Yeah, I got in.
Oh, wow.
I did. Yeah, I applied for. Okay, I applied for a lot of schools because my mom was really worried that I wasn't gonna score well for PSLE. So I got into CEDA and I got into like the school that we went to.
Are we not naming it?
Oh, okay.
I
SCG.
don't know if you're
Oh god, I'll bleep that out. Should we name
mean-
it? I think we will say it inevitably.
If people stalk us on Instagram,
Yeah.
they know.
Okay, we went to
Also, I
SCGS.
feel like this is mostly just our friends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Watching.
Also, we should talk about the reputation of our school. But okay, yeah. So and like after I picked SC, and after I picked, my mom was like, "I wish you had picked CEDA instead."
Did she say why?
I think she said that the environment felt a bit more welcoming. But I was okay. The main reason why I picked SC over CEDA was because I went to British Council when I was like in primary school, and I met someone there who I was very good friends with, and she was from SC Primary, and I really liked her, and I felt like I wanted to be with people who were like her. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to SC, and yeah, I don't regret it.
Yeah, and it's good that that girl left an impression on you.
We're not friends anymore, though,
I mean,
unfortunately.
but still, like someone from the school left an
Yeah,
impression.
but she was a very different person from what I was used to. Because I think SC girls and like where like I came from a neighborhood primary school, it was very different. And unknowingly, I think that's what I wanted. Like even though I didn't want to admit it, like I was always more of like a boys like tomboy girl. And I think my sister also like influenced that. But I think I wanted to be like in a girls' school. I just didn't want my mom to be right. Yeah.
Should we talk about stereotypes from our school?
Yeah, let's talk about yes.
How the public perceives us. Okay. First of all,
The Tai Tai school.
is it?
That's I went for like my braces appointment. I went in my school uniform because it was after school, and he was like, "Oh, you go to the Tai Tai school?" I was
So
like,
are they insinuating that our school raises Tai Tai?
"No, it's the school that Tai Tai send their daughters." Which honestly,
Honestly,
I
kinda
see
true.
why it's a stereotype.
Yeah, my mom is one, technically.
My mom isn't, but I've met
No.
like quite a few.
Yeah,
Parents.
especially after school, you can see cars just coming in to pick kids up. A lot of them were our moms, and
In the mornings, did you get dropped off?
yeah, but my mom wouldn't drive into school. Like she just dropped me off at the bus stop.
Oh yeah.
Opposite. 'Cause it's
Oh,
just-
opposite the one at like the McDonald's.
Yeah, because we came from that direction. So if you want to come into school, it's basically impossible
too much,
to do
yeah.
that whole U-turn to come into school. So yeah.
It's the stereotype is that it's a rich girls' school.
Yeah. And also that we speak with English accent.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But the whole thing is, we just speak proper English. Like,
I think we're taught to
Enunciate.
Yeah, I forgot that one. I kept thinking of
Yeah.
accentuate.
Which I think it's a good skill to have because we grew up to be confident speakers. I think that's one thing I'm grateful for the school for. Like I really went out there and became more confident in speaking. Like when I first went in, I was so shy.
Yeah. Oh my god. The first people tell me that like me on the first day of school was so scary.
They actually remember you.
Yeah. Like people that were in my class. Yeah, I had bangs and a bob.
Like, really short hair.
Yeah, and I was really emo because I didn't have any friends in that school, and I wasn't like used to it, so I was very upset. But yeah, I definitely changed a lot. Also, the public speaking thing, I think they put a lot of emphasis on it. Like we do a lot of like presentations,
Yeah, we really do.
and strangely enough, like I think I spoke pretty well in secondary school and in JC, but after that I kind of lost it.
Like now going to university.
No, I lost it when I went to like uni in Singapore, but now I've kind of found like my way of like speaking again. Yeah, it's weird, but
I think for me now I found my confidence in speaking through teaching.
So
like,
yes,
teaching dance, teaching yoga. Yeah.
So do you think that it is a rich girls' school?
I mean, technically.
Okay, I think majority, but a lot of people like fail to realize that SC actually has a really good financial aid program, and a lot of students are actually on financial aid, and they're quite like I guess. I mean, it's majority are like, but you can always find people who aren't that majority.
Yeah. But it also has to do with the whole. It breaks down into the whole education system.
That's true. Yes.
You have to take a test when you're 12 years old to go into secondary school. So if you technically come from a
richer like environment, you get access to different resources that will allow you to do better.
Yeah, and that's how you end up in this school which has a pretty high score to get in.
Yeah. It's just the world. It's But I think before we talk about the things that we like about school, we should talk about things that we didn't like. Because I think the like would be like more to expand on.
I think one thing that I really didn't like about our school was how strict they were
about certain things.
Tardiness was a big thing. I mean, I never really had a problem with it. Like, I was always on time, but even being 1 minute late was just not accepted. But that could also just be a Singapore school thing. Strictness with our uniform and the way we present ourselves. Even they would measure
our fingernails
with rulers. Like the prefects would come in with rulers and measure our nails.
Nobody talks about like how strict SC is. But I think it's one of like the more like the strictest girls' schools in Singapore.
Definitely. Measuring our skirt lengths too.
That one I think is like okay, like still normal. The fingernails thing was crazy. The earrings, the ear sticks, that was crazy. But I've heard that they've like relaxed the rules. Did you like school when you were there?
I was alright with it. I think what kept me going in the school was obviously just the dance program. Like that was the reason I was there, and that's what I look forward to the most, and that's why I invested my time and my heart and soul in. So, yeah, and of course my friends.
Yeah.
Like all the friends I had. I think we just had a lot of fun, like making fun of teachers and doing
bonding over weird things.
Yeah, just bonding over everything and school trips too.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. Yeah. I didn't like SC when I was there. Yeah, I really hated it. But when I left, I loved it. And looking back now, I love it. Like I love what I got out of it, but I don't think I want to do that again. That's what I didn't like about it. I think some of the teachers were really mean. Okay,
you can't name them.
I have a theory that some of them weren't actually qualified. Because okay, it's just like a wait, what's that word? You know, like Illuminati. You know the like random theories that people do, the conspiracy theory. Okay. I have a conspiracy theory that some of the teachers didn't actually have like certs, or it might have been like very very outdated, because one of the teachers got fired after we left for like incorrectly like teaching material and like marking material, which is weird because there's a textbook. But yeah,
I
don't
think they
know.
also quite enjoy hiring alumni.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it could be
incestuous.
Insider job, who knows?
Yeah.
But this is all just a conspiracy.
Yeah,
not,
please don't.
Not fair.
Please don't
We don't know.
redact our
Yeah,
certificate.
we don't
Oh my
know,
god.
we don't know.
Okay. What did I not like? I think our experience also is very different from the O-level kids. And it's important to note that we were the first batch of the integrated program kids. And that affected the way the school kind of saw us. But let's talk about trips. Oh my god. In the first year, you like get to go to Malacca. It's like everyone does it, which is so fun. And I never went anywhere in primary school.
Yeah, it's a really nice bonding experience. I think that's one good thing about being in that school. I don't know why I'm not naming it. Like, I'm ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it, but I don't know. I just don't like talking about anything back home. It's like
let's unpack that.
Oh, sorry. My alarm just went off. Yeah, they organize really good activities for us to bond together, like Talent Time, which is this show that we did, and then like the show you have to put on as a class, and then
Spirit of the class.
Yes. You have to come out
Yes.
with like cheers and dancers every year as a class. I think that really brings people together, but also
it goes both ways.
Yeah,
yes, I think that's one of the things that I hated because it's fun if you're like the people around you are willing to do it, but if you're the one in charge and people are so uncooperative, it gets so frustrating, and then you get mad at the school, like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, it's true. But also if they just gave the people the option to participate, no one would do it.
Yeah. No, I think people that liked each other would do it, but then everyone else would be like, why are you doing this? Yeah, I mean, we're all like teens and angsty. I think SC was a very holistic environment. Yeah.
Going back to trips. We also went on a trip in Ep.2, so they call it the Values
Service
in Action.
Learning.
Yeah, VIA.
Service Learning trip. Yeah. It got cancelled after our year.
Oh.
You didn't know?
Was there a reason why?
I don't know.
But anyway, we both went to Cambodia.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot.
It was also like a strange experience. Like, it's fun, but at the same time, not fun.
It was a very weird thing now that we look back on it. And it feels wrong, to be honest.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing that they've cancelled it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
It was a trip where like different classes go to different countries and you kind of like serve the community. But it was very short. It was only a few days.
It felt very superficial.
Yeah, that's the main thing, I think. It instilled this weird like
savior complex.
Yes. Yeah, it was wrong.
Yeah.
I think they tried to make it like better by kind of like making us raise funds. Do you remember we did so many fundraisers?
Yeah, we did so many.
Yeah, like we had to raise funds for the trip, for like to buy stuff, but yeah, it didn't feel right. Like I did it now looking back on it, it didn't feel right.
I think it's definitely more impactful to focus on the local community in Singapore and like over an extended period of time. I think we did do that too anyway, but like maybe just working in one organization and just going there and staying, like actually connecting with people.
Yeah. Did you go on other trips
I did the Cambridge UK trip.
Okay, so we do the first two trips, which are compulsory, and then you can like sign up for anything else.
You went to Berkeley.
Yeah, that was bad though. I went. So usually they do this trip to like you stay on the Berkeley, like UC Berkeley campus for 2 weeks, and before our year the trip was only open to I think Sec 2 to Sec 3, but for our year because we were the first batch they wanted to like extend it to the Sec 1s, which isn't a very good idea. We're like 13 and we don't know what's going on. And the teachers were so mean. Like, okay, I wasn't a very good student. On the first day in Changi Airport, I lost my passport. I left it somewhere, and that kind of like started. I think they were like a bit wary of me, and then I just kept messing up throughout the trip. But the way like even when I did the same things that other people did, I would get like called out for it. So I didn't actually enjoy like Berkeley, and I think I kind of like wiped it out. And I don't even like I even fell out with my roommate was Megan.
But it's funny because you're friends now.
Yeah, but I was so mean to her, and we just like before that we didn't really have much of a relationship, but it just like ruined my relationship with so many people. I think like a lot of the people from that trip were a bit wary of me too afterwards. But yeah.
Sounds like a you problem though.
Yeah, it was okay, partly it was a me problem, but also I was very angry at the way they were treating me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. I think going on school trips, especially I think I just went on that one that wasn't compulsory. But it made me realize that I don't like school trips.
Oh.
Because when I travel, I just like to do whatever I want to do, and then I don't like having an itinerary and being like, okay, now we're going here from this time to this time, and we have to take these classes. Like, yeah, I enjoyed the people I was hanging out with, but at the same time, I wish I had taken that time to just go on holiday with my family instead.
I don't know if I went on other trips. I remember I was supposed to go to Korea, but it got cancelled because of MERS. And then they offered it to me again in the last year, but I was like scared because like tests and stuff. So I don't think I went on another school trip. Oh, but I think like school trips were good because they provided this platform for people who like might not have as much like access to traveling as us. Like this opportunity to see the world. And school trips, I think they provide a different insight into the place you're going to. Yeah, and if they have like different programs, like the one in Berkeley was a program, so it wasn't just like touristy. I got to learn stuff, which was nice.
Yeah, and I think it's also teaches you about
Independence.
I was gonna say working as a team too.
Oh.
Because even within a class, you're like everyone's given a role. Like you have to be in charge of something.
Oh.
You have to take responsibility for something, and if someone doesn't fulfill that
true.
duty, like the whole system will go. Like.
Yeah.
So I think that was important too. Leadership skills.
Responsibility. Yeah. That's like an overarching.
I think that's one thing that I learned from school as well. Like how they just gave me a lot of leadership opportunities.
I didn't get anything. I was very like mellow. Yeah, it's okay. What else? What did I not like about school?
What do you keep going by the things you didn't like? What about things?
Because I feel like there's so many. Like we could go on forever about things we like. I didn't like the systems. I think partly like how strict they were, and some things didn't make sense, and I felt like they never like addressed it.
For me, it was also with the strictness thing. Like, if you were ill, you had to go to the doctors to get a medical certificate. But like a parent's letter wouldn't suffice.
Yeah,
that didn't make sense to me because it's like, why wouldn't you trust my parents' word?
And
it's also like, why don't you trust us in a sense? Because I think they were afraid that we were forged.
Yeah. I went to detention.
How was that like?
They just make you clean the what's that called? The courtyard? No, that thing with the steps.
Like the gallery.
I don't know what it's called.
Amphitheater.
Yeah, the amphitheater. Yeah, I got booked 3 times. Once was for my fingernails. Another was for socks, I think. But I wasn't even aware of it. The last time I got caught using my phone before school. Which honestly is a stupid rule.
Yeah, I didn't like how
strict they were about phones.
I guess the turning them off thing was
acceptable.
Okay. Like looking back when I was there, I didn't like it, but looking back at it now, I accept it. I think it's a good thing to tell your students to turn off your phone
during school hours. Yeah.
But also the whole like designated areas to use your phone thing. I don't know if they still do that now, but
I got to school so early. Like the thing, I took the school bus, and they only run at like all the school bus kids got to school really early, and they were like, you have to turn off your phone immediately once you reach the school, right? And it was so unfair. Like you can't use your phone. Like why? I'm in school for so long. Like that half an hour I spent like just sitting there. I mean, they probably just didn't want us to like be on our phones so much. But it was really unfair because I think we were growing up with phones. I've heard that it has changed, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know the current rules now. So
yeah,
Are the
This
green
is speak-
shorts still a thing though?
Probably.
But they changed the material.
Oh,
So
that's the
basically-
new material is whack.
Really?
It's
Oh,
like that nylon shiny material. Do you
yeah,
remember?
I've seen pictures of it, but I don't really remember.
But oh, the uniform was whack.
The uniform. We don't talk about the uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also just don't know how to put this in a way where we won't get in trouble with the school for talking
Why
about the
would?
uniform.
But it's
I don't know
just
if anyone will watch this from the school in like cause
was
of public uproar or something.
also recently I dreamt that I was wearing the uniform. Okay, random. Yeah, but the uniform was a blue pinafore, like sleeveless dress with made of like the weirdest material.
It was
I
got really warm and uncomfortable.
I don't actually remember being warm in it. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe it's just the weather in Singapore.
Yeah, like I was just yeah, but when it got wet, it was very apparent.
Yeah.
Like it turned this really dark shade of blue.
So anytime we sweat, you
And
just
it's
see it.
sleeveless. I mean, okay, even if it wasn't sleeveless, we would have seen like sweats, like pit stains.
But it just made it worse.
Yeah, it was very
And then for me, it was just like I just remember it being
tight.
all the time
Mm-mm.
because it would fit me here fine, but I just like because of my massive arms, you know, like
Yeah, I can't help that you're so jacked.
I'm so buff.
Yeah, it wasn't a very comfortably made uniform, but I think that generally applies to most clothing. Like
Yeah.
it's not always gonna fit you. But the uniform was very poorly designed, and it was ugly. I'm not gonna lie. No, maybe not the dress. I think the dress looked good if it fit you right and it wasn't like warm and it was like aircon.
I think it's like most clothes. Like you have because
You have
can't
to
just
fit
put-
it.
Yeah, you can't just put the same piece of clothing on everyone and say like, oh, you look good in that. Like you have to have the body type for it.
Yeah. But I hated the P uniform. I don't understand why it was a V-neck
Yeah.
and that transparent like white dry fit material with that big ass like logo embroidered on it. And it affected the kind of bras that you could wear in school.
Yeah, it's very true. Also with the main uniform too.
We
like,
weren't allowed
you
to wear
can't- Yeah, you couldn't wear sports bras.
You could have gotten booked for that.
Yeah, if they can see, they book you if they could see like
Bra straps. Yeah.
Which now, like living here, I just find ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, imagine getting offended over seeing someone's bra strap.
Mm.
But I guess it's also teaching, I guess, grooming people more towards being in a corporate environment.
Okay, yeah,
How
yeah,
you
yeah.
dress yourself professionally.
I kind of understand why like uniforms are important and stuff. But I think they should have the way they explained it to us, or at least the way they didn't explain it to us, wasn't very fair for, you know, like if you want to raise like people who are like you want to show that you see me as an adult and equal, like not an adult but as a human being and not just as like part of this weird machine. Yeah. The shorts were really uncomfortable.
The shorts.
And you could only wear their shorts.
Well, I mean, after a while, especially when you got to upper secondary, people tended to bend the rules a bit. Like, I was wearing my own shorts for so long.
Really?
And I didn't get in trouble for it.
Oh, they must have liked you.
Yeah, of course they did. All teachers really loved me.
But I think that was for NAPFA you could wear like your own shorts. They had
But
to be
I
straight cut
remember-
black.
Yeah. I don't know, I just remember sometimes showing up to random PE lessons and just not wearing.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they were just this really uncomfortable material and they just didn't stretch.
And they had a weird mesh
Yeah,
inside.
they had mesh inside and it would just rip so easily.
It ripped a lot when in first year when we had gym class.
Yeah.
Mine ripped. Yeah.
I think I've ripped mine once.
Oh, socks too. We had to wear the school socks, which had like the school name on it.
And
And
to cover your ankles.
yeah, and once it faded, you can't wear it anymore.
Oh.
It had to show like the name and everything. Yeah. They were very strict. And
But shout
shoes
out
too.
Shout out to all our prefect friends who like bended the rules a bit and told us when like a sport check was coming.
Yeah.
So we can
We
actually
could get in
show up.
trouble for that. They could get in trouble for
But
that.
I mean, I'm not naming anyone here, but
Yeah.
also in secondary, like we're way past that now. Like,
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Go to jail?
I felt very bad for them.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't feel bad then, but I feel bad now because Like the time that I got booked for my phone, it was in front of like one of them, and she got scolded for not booking me, and it was like I felt really bad because I was like, oh, I put her in a difficult position.
Yeah, it was definitely difficult to be
Yeah.
a prefect in that school.
Yeah, and
I
I think
respect everyone who was.
a lot, like I know of people who got like backlash for like just carrying out their responsibilities. It's just kind of mean, but we were like 13, so I'm so sorry, forgive us.
No, we were like 15.
Okay,
we're
fine.
at the point where we were just mean.
Yeah, we were
Like,
mean.
cliquish.
Oh yeah, cliques and
Cliques.
yes. Do you think they have? I'm pretty sure they have cliques in every school.
Yeah, definitely.
Then why is it that like girls' schools get like a bad rep for cliques?
I don't think it was really bad though, because I felt okay. Like personal experience, I just felt like I could go to
Anyone?
not anyone, but I had I had friends in like different groups, so they wouldn't necessarily be the people that I hang out with during recess, but I would still like talk to them and hang out with them every now and then, or like in the little breaks we had like 15-minute break.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
10-15 minute break. Yeah, I would just like sit with some of them.
I think my experience was different. I had a hard time making friends that I felt like I could always go to, that I felt truly comfortable with. And I think I only like started like making my friends that I'm still friends with now when I was like 16, which is the last year of school already. Maybe that's why I hated it so much, because I didn't really have friends. And my friends were friends with people that didn't like me. So it was hard to be friends with them too, because it put them in a difficult position. So yeah, I guess I kind of like see the cliquish thing. I've never been like purposefully like left out or excluded.
Yeah.
It was just like I get that it's hard to like penetrate like a group.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember people like trying to be friends with like when I had a friend group, I remember people trying to be friends with my friend group, and I didn't like it because they didn't click with all of us, and I felt like that was important.
Yeah.
And they always like did things that I didn't like, we didn't really like. So eventually they didn't like end up staying in the friend group.
I joined the friend group really, really late, to be honest. I feel like I didn't really get settled in it until JC, which is when we had like past like graduating secondary school.
Yeah.
But I think I was just like really good friends with you and really good friends with Megan, and
Yeah.
And then I had like other friends all around.
That's kind of how like it starts, right? Like you have a few friends, but whether the rest like you is like how you whether you end up kind of being friends with the rest. Yeah, I think we didn't like other people.
Yeah, I know.
Mainly me, I didn't like most of them. I remember someone like confronting me, like, "Why don't you like me?"
Shit, that's quite intense.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't know, just don't like you.
It's the vibe.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to like group friendships are difficult to navigate.
Okay, I think for me it
like,
wasn't the vibe.
Yeah,
Continue.
but it's just like everyone's chemistry and personalities just have to like click.
Yeah.
Work somehow.
There's a lot of relationships involved. Yeah.
But I'm glad that you like me.
Okay.
I'm glad that I was accepted into the group.
Yeah. You weren't problematic. I think other people were problematic. Like they straight up. I think other people were just too nice to say it. But when I was like in secondary school, I was just so brutal. I'd be like, I don't like you. Like, go away. Yeah.
You are still a bit like that now.
I think less. But I have an issue where I can't hide my...
Yeah.
I can't hide my like affection.
Transparent.
Yeah.
But it's also a good thing.
It's good and bad.
Like, I don't believe in being fake to people.
Yes, but sometimes I think you have to be cordial.
Yeah, like for at a professional level, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a bit hard to like I try, but I feel bad because I feel like I'm being fake.
No, like I think there's a difference between like being professional and being fake. Like pretending to actually care about the person when you don't really care about them. You know, I just like to keep things like
Neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'll be nice to you. I'll say like, hey, how are you? But I'm not gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, I love you so much. Like your hair.
That's one of the things in girls' school, like fake friends, right?
I never really experienced that.
Actually, same. I think the people I think because of how brutally like honest I was, I never had to deal with fake friends, which was nice.
Yeah, I just, for me, it's just how people are, like their vibe and how they treat others. I think it just boils down to whether or not you're a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be a friend.
It's just you can't help this. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Are there other things that we hated about being in SC? Or should we move on to
the
the?
comes to mind is like some teachers, but I also just can't name them.
Yeah. Okay, let's not talk about the teachers.
Yeah. Or we could go inside friend group
Yeah.
circles,
We
like,
can't publish this.
We go on and on about this, but it's just like for us.
Yeah.
We can't post it online.
Okay, then we can talk about things that we like.
What we like about school.
I loved my friends. I love the people. Okay, even though I wasn't friends with everyone, and even though there were actually people that I didn't like, now that I'm out of it and I've experienced more people, I realized that if the person I didn't like and like other people were in like this room, I would actually gravitate towards them because we were kind of raised in the same way and we were ingrained with the same values, and we don't like each other on the surface level, but deep down we can actually like connect.
Yeah, I think I remember being told distinctly back when we were in school. One of the teachers or one of the principals said, a lot of SC girls would come in here, like, once you're friends here, you're friends for life. And back in that day, I was just like,
what the hell?
That's whack.
Yeah,
like,
you can't believe it.
Life,
Yeah.
It's true. Like, these are people that you grew up with and you just form such strong bonds with. And yeah, I think I really like the homely environment of our school.
It was very small. Yeah.
Because I feel like I wish everyone well that went to school with me at that time, and I mean now, like whatever they're doing now, and I don't know, if I see them in the street, like I almost like, even if I don't really know them, I'll smile.
Yes, yeah. I think there's something that bond.
Yeah.
Like I became like such good friends with Jia Dong. I think partly because of like the fact that we came from SC. And I remember there was once I was working at NTUC as a temperature scanner, and I saw this girl wearing an SC shirt, and I was like, oh my god, you're from SC, I'm from SC too. And she was like, oh my god. And we actually managed to like talk about it.
That's
and
so cute.
yeah, I was like, oh, this is so like fun.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'll never meet her again, but it was nice to have like shared that moment. Yeah. Like, and even friends that I didn't make then, yeah, like Jia Dong, like,
and Sichin.
Oh yeah, Sichin. Like a lot of my SC friends I have now, I wasn't really friends with them in school, but we somehow managed to bond over like shared trauma and experiences. Yeah.
I think there's really something special. I wouldn't say necessarily about the school. I think this just probably will go for everyone. Like wherever you grew up, wherever you went to school, there's always going to be some form of nostalgia attached.
I don't think everyone gets as lucky though. Yeah, I think we definitely like got to meet the right people.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Same. That's like my greatest takeaway. Oh yeah, holistic education too.
Yeah, I think like 99% of us were raised with really good values from that school.
Yeah.
99%.
And we influence each other too. Like, I think like one of the like I didn't like the school when I was there, and it was actually because like other people like kind of exposed me to like how the school wasn't working, like the injustices of the school, and I think that actually like opened my eyes to like made me more critical of the environments that I'm in, or like different systems that exist, which is a big part of like who I am today. I'm grateful for that. Shall we move on to holistic education? I didn't notice it when I was there, but they actually made us do so many things.
Do you remember sabbatical weeks?
Oh god, yes. Oh my god, yes.
We also had home econ classes.
Everyone has. Oh, most schools have home econs classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't special to me.
Most schools also have other classes that we didn't have, like D&T.
What's that?
Design and technology. Like you learn to like craft and fabricate things. My sister had that. Yeah, there were some subjects that like some schools had that we didn't have. But
let's go back to sabbatical weeks.
yeah, okay. Should we like set the context? It was an IT thing.
I think
it was.
really.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a whole.
Yeah, I think it was because remember we had like symposiums. Okay, so sabbatical week was kind of like the last week of school, I think, before the holidays, when we could take different little modules that are not like academic.
Well, some were
Oh,
a bit academic related, but
It's like
it was just more for you to explore different options and maybe like different fields that you're interested in going into the future.
yeah.
So I remember taking like a psychology
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Or like something about film, like different things.
I only remember one sabbatical week, and I took design thinking, but I didn't learn anything.
I can't remember.
Did you
what I
get
learned
that
in
thick
class.
stack of notes?
I can't remember anything. I just know the title.
Yeah, sabbatical week. It was just really weird. And the last sabbatical week, like in our last year, we could propose what we wanted to do. I don't know if you. That was joint with the O level kids.
I feel like I was just absent a lot from the last bit of my last year of school. Like,
Did you go somewhere?
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna get in trouble now, but I was just because I was in normal Chinese. I don't know if you experienced this too. They were doing a lot of higher Chinese stuff to prep them for the exams towards the end, but I already had like finished my internal school exams, so I'll just leave school early.
What?
I would just walk out at like 1 p.m.
I did not know that.
And then the security guard asked, I'll just say, oh, I'm in the O-level track and I'm here on study break. And I'll go to the gym.
Whoa. Okay.
I remember just leaving school early on so many days. Or like, I'll just go and
I
take
never
MC.
did that. I don't know what I was doing.
I
I
don't know
probably
what you
had
were doing
art.
too. Oh yeah, maybe
I'm
you
not gonna
did,
lie, yeah. Yeah, sabbatical week. Did you do the? So you didn't do the sabbatical
I
week?
honestly cannot remember that.
It was like in Sec 4, we did it with O-level kids. It was you propose something, and a lot of people just went off to do like weird things like cafe hopping. But I actually did an attachment with an architecture firm.
Yeah, I did like an internship with a dance company.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think honestly that was not useful, but it was fun.
I think it was still good connections for me to make. Now
Yeah.
But to be able to just go to a dance company for free and like I was there for 2 weeks, I think. Be there for 2 weeks, and they had an upcoming performance, so I was just seeing the whole process, which was really eye-opening to me at that age because you never really get to see that. Yeah.
I guess I also saw things. Mine was a week long only. I got paid.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I got paid. But I feel like it doesn't matter because it was so long ago, and it was only like a week, so no one really takes that seriously.
I think this was actually in Sec
15. Yeah, I remember. It's in 2015. Yeah. Sabbatical week. Do you remember they made us do NYAA?
Oh, yeah.
They did a lot of weird things.
But I wasn't sure if it was just an our school thing or...
I think it was only some schools, but not all schools. Oh god. You want to talk about that? Education in Singapore.
That's too big of a...
Do you think you're an elitist?
In the Singapore context, yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Actually, I can't do that.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Oh, I wanted to talk about... What was it? Something about holistic education. Going to Universal Studios.
Oh my goodness, yeah. We did that in
Sec 1, yes.
They took us to Universal Studios.
It was a big deal because I think it just opened like a few years ago. So Universal Studios was a very big thing. And it was during our sabbatical week, if I'm not wrong. And they brought us there saying that we were going to learn physics. And we had an assignment to do. And it was legit. Yeah. They had like worksheets and stuff. Yeah. But they never collected it.
Yeah, we just
went around. Yeah.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. Actually, I don't remember riding anything. I don't remember taking photos outside, and that's it. My memory ends there.
Oh, I remember the picture outside as well.
Right. Every class took one.
I'm pretty sure I did go on at least one ride.
I think I went on Mummy and Transformers. But I don't remember anything else.
I also don't remember who I was with.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a long time ago.
I remember the next year when we went to the Sea Aquarium. That was with you. Do you remember that?
I remember it now.
Yeah, and like people took photos pretending to be a couple. They organized these like weird little like things that didn't really do anything for us like academically, but they were
Honestly,
very nice
yeah.
experiences to have shared with these people.
Yeah, I think that's wow. Our school did so much.
Yeah, they actually did, but we didn't realize in the time.
We didn't realize it then, but now I'm realizing it.
Yeah.
Point it all out. They just organized so many fun things for us.
Yeah. You want to talk about CCA? Because you love dance.
I love my CCA. I love it so much.
I hated mine.
I know. Okay, but let's talk about me.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Like, even now, if I ever hypothetically move back home, I wouldn't mind just going back to teach, no matter what the pay is. Like, I don't care. I love it so much. It was just such a big impact on me as a person and me like furthering my career now, like really going into what I want to do now. It changed me so much. Yeah.
I think my CCA changed me too, but for me, I felt like I didn't like the people there. Like I didn't have friends there, so I didn't like it, and I had to spend so much time there. And I actually only started to like it in the second year when we had juniors, because I felt like I could connect better with the juniors. But I mean, it did shape it shaped me because it was art club, and I think I learned like quite a bit from it. But yeah, that was it. I don't have much to say about my CCA.
Do you think, from an outsider's perspective, not from the dance CCA, do you think it was like quite an elitist CCA in the school?
No, because I felt like you needed to have skill to get in. I don't think of it as elitist because I feel like you're never like, oh my god, we are dancers, we're better than you.
No, but I also feel like we were given a lot of opportunities and a lot of like big budget scale productions that I know at the time were also a bit controversial for the school. I think we were trying to shut it down, but we kept fighting for it because it was important to me, at least, because it was just such a long-standing tradition that we always have like a super big concert every year, and we do SYF competitions go for other competitions as well.
Maybe it's different for someone who was in another performing arts CCA, but for me as a clubber, I didn't care.
Clubber.
I was like, oh my god, yay, get to watch dance. And it was a big deal, like you said, SC like dance. It was a very big part of like the school's image. And I think I liked it because like I like being part of the prestige. Like oh my god, I'm from SC and like my dance, like my school's dance is good, even though I'm not part of it. Like it's something to be proud of.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think that in general, SC does very well in the performing arts. Like even the band.
They do well in basketball too.
Yeah, basketball was like one of them. But I'm talking about like
performing arts.
Performing arts is like
SC band was really good.
Yeah,
yes.
really good.
And drama was pretty good. I had a lot of friends in drama. I wanted to go to drama, but I was too shy to go to the auditions.
Oh. But you could have still gotten in and just done more like background stuff like lighting.
But I want to go to drama for the drama. Yeah, but I was just too shy, and I was kind of scared of the teacher.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was funny.
Yeah.
Remember when we had drama classes?
We did?
We had drama classes, we had dance classes.
I remember the dance classes, I don't remember.
You don't remember drama classes? I think it was in Sec 2. Oh, actually, it might have been Sec 1. But I remember it because he made fun of someone in like a big position. And it was like the most iconic thing to happen in class.
Oh, wow.
Like, can you imagine a teacher making fun of like one of his like hits?
Yeah.
It was so funny. And him and my art teacher, the drama teacher and my art teacher were so close. So I felt like somehow like drama classes were fun because it was like hanging out with an uncle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just weird, but yeah, we had a lot of weird classes. Yeah. What else? Do you feel like school pride?
Now?
Before?
Yeah. I think I was proud that I was from that school.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I didn't
now
admit it.
I don't really like to talk about it now.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know, it just never really comes up.
For me, I think it was when I was in the school with people from the school, I didn't really like it. But like if I were with other people not from the school, I'm like,
I'm from the school.
yeah, I'm from the school.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I have that pride because I got so much out of it. Yeah, and yeah, that was it. I think like school pride for me only kind of like kicked in when I was Sec 4 when I finally found like my group of people and when we were gonna leave the school. Do you remember like when we did school cheers? Like the attitude of school cheers in Sec 1 versus Sec 4.
No, see, I was always very enthusiastic. Also because I was always in kind of a leadership position, so I had to be enthusiastic about it.
So you don't like you didn't actually care for it?
No, I did. As in like I've always cared from the beginning. So I think I always did. Yeah, I always did have a sense of school pride. And I would speak well to the school about the school now. I definitely will, but it's just that I don't like talking about my life.
Yeah, but you have to. I'm gonna unpack all of it.
I'm unpacking all our history here.
I don't know. I think for me, like my school pride grew. Yeah, so it was a different experience. We had very different experiences in
secondary school.
I like both like JC and
secondary
definitely. School.
Even though we're good friends, we do very different things.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we gonna do an episode on JC one day?
Let's do that.
We have to.
Yeah, okay.
It was a train wreck for me.
Yeah.
JC days.
I have so much like anger over JC. I feel like it's still unresolved a bit. But what? Actually, I don't know. I might have let it go. Yeah. Let's see.
Anything else?
Were there any other things you liked about it?
Love the meatball.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
So basically, in SC, it was a long-standing tradition that the meatball is really, really good.
Yeah.
And I ate it basically almost every day. So much so that Uncle knows my order. So I'll just say like hi to Uncle. He'll make my food for me. It's really nice. But sadly,
he's passed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know what's happening with the honor.
I'm not sure either. Me and Tessa were talking about this because she liked the meatball too, and she said she really wants to go back to SC, but nobody wants to go back with her. And now there's like we're not sure if there's like a meatball store, and even the prawn noodle store is gone because it moved to the primary school side. Yeah.
I haven't been back in ages.
When was the last time you went back? Is it the same when we went back for Teachers' Day in J1?
Yeah, it was probably no. I don't even know if I went. Wait,
you were in the photos.
Yeah. Probably sometime in JC was when I went back. Yeah, because I feel like after a few years it just wanes out.
I actually went back quite a bit in JC.
No, I went back after I got the news that I was gonna be pursuing dance here. I did go back to just say hi to dance teachers and like let them know that this is what I'm gonna be doing. But I don't know if I really like walked around the school. It was just like you know how the dance section is that I just went in and out like yeah. I
went back quite a bit in JC because I hated JC so much. And I found like so much comfort in my art teacher, so I would go back to talk to her. Like, I hate JC, like I hate it. Tell all the juniors that sucks. Yeah, she was like, oh no, what happened? And then but I kind of stopped going back when she left, and there's not much there for me anymore. Yeah, even the teachers that taught me, I think they're all gone. I didn't really form any like emotional connections other than my art teacher, so yeah.
Yeah, for me, my biggest experience there is just like dance.
I didn't know how much like of an impact it made on you. Like, I don't think I was this aware of it.
It was there where one of the teachers told me like, hey, you can actually be pursuing this in the future. Like professionally, think about it. And that's when I started really getting into it. And that's when I was first introduced to some contemporary dance forms. Because the teachers that taught me were also lecturing at colleges in Singapore, and some of them had trained overseas, so they're quite like well informed. Yeah.
Thinking about how like SC changed me as a person, I don't know. I know like in different aspects. I know it made me a softer person in a good way, and a lot more like a lot. Like I used to be really like angry, like angsty. But I think I let that go after JC. Like after SC. Yeah. And I think it shaped most of my personality. But I don't know what else I got out of it.
I think for me, the biggest thing was confidence.
Oh, interesting.
I choreographed a dance for the whole school.
Is it the umbrella
Primary,
dance?
no, for SG50, we do a mass dance.
SG50.
Whole school.
Can you?
I think it was like Stand Up for Singapore or something like that.
Oh, I don't remember.
So I choreographed a dance to that, and I had to like stand in front of all the primary and secondary schoolers and teachers with a mic and teach it to them. I think that was like peak level of confidence. Like people going into that school just like hated public speaking.
Oh yeah, I hated public speaking too. Yeah. Public speaking
is a big thing in our school.
Yeah. I really liked the quality of education that I received in SC. Yeah, like literature especially. Like they made it a very big thing.
Yeah, literature culture.
I don't know if it's different for people that don't actually like literature, but I think it was really like it was nice to be like so like I guess well read. It was really nice. Yeah, the quality of education. That's really. That was one of the things that SC did really well. Yeah, especially art. Yeah, I think I grew a lot as an artist.
Happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to where your interest lies and where you invest your time and energy in going to these schools. Because obviously everyone's experience going to the school will be different. But I mean, from the looks of it, like extracurricular things have made such a big impact in our lives.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I think art, like for me, it was like the art club. I did art club and I did art as a subject. I think art as a subject was more important for me. And art club, it wasn't as serious. We did scrapbooking, which is like.
I mean, that's always fun.
It's fun. It's not
serious.
Yeah, it's not serious, and I like that seriousness came from a different aspect. Yeah.
Should we end this episode?
Yes, I think this is a good time to end it.
Thank you so much for watching and listening to our episode about being in a girls' school.
Yay! Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.